Just before that, I figured, how about I try and transition to this? At the time, it was called this social media thing. That's what it was called. This social media thing. Let me try it. I have just come from a very good show that is very popular. Kwa streets nito tu Johnny. Lakini sina kakiru. But niko na equipment kwa nyumba na niko na experience ya mwana cinema. I mean, I'm a scriptwriter, I'm an actor, I'm a director. Niko na cast yangu hapo hivyo ya familia na mtoto.
Why not?
Na niko na neighbor hapo hivyo ambaye ni actor. Why not try it? But then I remember I got that equipment because I'd also decided to transition into creating content that is specifically tech reviews. So because I'm a lover of tech, I'm an early adopter. I was doing tech reviews at the time, got access to equipment, used it now to say, let me transition to see whether this can work. And voila, it was a big break. And conveniently, it happened just before COVID. So when people are at home, they just had Marto to consume. And that is why my rise almost looked like it was instant, but it wasn't. Of course, it was all the other experiences I had as a scriptwriter and director that led to that moment.
And here you are.
Yeah.
Of all these faces that you have transformed as an actor, MC, content creator, and all that, which is your most exciting face?
Career-wise? I think where I am right now. Because... And I think it's because of the opposition I had to it initially, and that it needed June to convince me. She didn't even need to say it in many words. I can't remember what exactly she said that made me say, you know what? I think there's something you've said that now you're preaching to the choir. Hata usiendelee kusema mingi zaidi. Wacha nisikuestie mate. And I am coming.
Kubali.
Yeah, this season is it's challenging, it's new, it's refreshing, and it's also coming at a very interesting time in my life. You know, in a very powerful way, so to speak. And it's a very, very big story, I believe.
I love hearing stories of comebacks. I love it.
Una shout.
Especially. No, you know one thing I keep on telling people is that men carry a very special grace of again and again. Right? You should never kick a man who's down, because when you walk away thinking he's done, it's just about to wake up and just dust himself off and say, you know what? Here we are.
It's funny how I've gone through a season that has taught me the contrary. Because yes, I will tell you, don't kick a man who is down. But for the man who is down, they probably need that kicking to get up. For that man who is down, you know, there is the power that comes with intentionality. When you intentionally choose not to stay down and get those kicks. I remember, you know, during the tough season that I've gone through, I remember one of the things I used to constantly tell my mom whenever she'd be worried, I'd say, Mom, please, there is a story that is unraveling. Don't stop the process.
Let it happen.
Don't stop the process. Let it happen. There is something that needs to happen.
It has to.
And the story is still unfolding. It's not yet done. It's still unfolding. It is not yet done. So I keep on saying, don't stop the process. Kuna hii inakuja, wacha ikuje. Kuna kitu ninahitaji kujua from hiyo kitu kukuja, ambayo itanisaidia kuambia the next man, and in the words of Robert Burale and his very interesting story, I have been in that hole.
Ladies and gentlemen.